So, good afternoon, everybody. Myself, Acharya Vishvendra, and today I'm going to discuss a worksheet on acceleration. So, the first question is acceleration is. So, acceleration is basically change in velocity per unit time, or we can define that as an average acceleration. Whereas, if we change the limit, the time interval is very small, we have instantaneous acceleration, which is dv by dt. So it's a vector quantity in the direction of change in velocity. That is analysis of acceleration. Then is another concept of average acceleration. So average acceleration is change in velocity per unit time. Then is instantaneous acceleration is dv by dt. Then it's a graphical based variation. Then we can say that in a graph dv by dt is slope of tangent, and slope of tangent is equals to tan theta. So it's tan of theta. So here we are being given a question when acceleration is positive. So we can see that on C the slope is positive. So acceleration is positive at C. Acceleration is negative. We can see that on point A slope is negative as angle is obtuse. So acceleration is negative at point A. Then we are being asked acceleration is 0. So we can see that slope is 0 at point B. So acceleration is 0 at point B. Then is the dimension of acceleration. So it is change in velocity by time. Velocity has dimension L1t minus 1, time has dimension t1. So the dimension will be L1t minus 2 and m0 we can write. Then is SI unit of acceleration. So it is meter per second square. CGS unit of acceleration centimeter per second square. Then it is SI and CGS unit of acceleration, the ratio. So it is meter per second square by centimeter per second square. This will get cancelled out. Meter by centimeter is 100, so the ratio will be 100. Next we have a question based on 1D motion. X coordinate is given. The first question, we need to find x at t is equal to 0. So if we substitute t is 0, so both of these will be 0. So x will be 6 over here. Then we need to find x at t is equal to 1. So substitute x t1. So we have x is 1 cube minus 1 square plus 4 into 1 plus 6. These will get cancelled out and 6 plus 4 is 10. Then next question, we need to find instantaneous velocity. So it is dx by dt. We solve it and we get 3t square minus 2t plus 4. Then we need to find initial velocity. So t is 0 here, so v will be 4 meter per second. Then we need to find velocity at t is equal to 2. So substitute t is equal to 2. We get v is equal to 3 into 2 square minus 2 into 2 plus 4. So here it will be 4 into 3, 12 minus 4 plus 4. So that will be 12 meter per second. Then is change in velocity during t is equal to 0 to t is equal to 2. So this is delta v, which is v2 minus v0. v2 is 12, v0 is 4, so the change will be 8 meter per second. Then we need to find average acceleration. So this is change in velocity by time. So 8 by 2, so that will be 4 meter per second square. Then we need to find instantaneous acceleration. So it is dv by dt. Velocity as a function of time is given here, this one. So this is differentiating, we get 60 minus 2. Then we need to find initial acceleration. So the instantaneous acceleration is 60 minus 2. For initial we substitute t is 0. So at comes out to be minus 2. Then we have a graph based question. Then we need to find acceleration at t is equal to 2. So you can see that at t is equal to 2, slope from left is positive, from right is 0. So it is not defined. Acceleration at t is equal to, certainly at t is equal to 1 it will be here. So slope angle is theta. So we can say that acceleration will be tan theta, which will be 20 by 2, which is 10 meter per second square. Then we need to find acceleration at t is equal to 3. So t is equal to 3 will be like here. So here we can see that slope is 0. So acceleration will be 0 meter per second square. Then we need to find acceleration at t is equal to 2. As already defined, it is not defined as I have done earlier, because From the left it is positive, from the right it is 0, so it's not defined at t is equal to 2. Next is find average acceleration 0 to 2. So average acceleration is change in velocity by time. So at t is equal to 2, velocity is 20, at 0 it is 0, so change is 20, time is 2, so it will be 10 meter per second square. Then from 0 to 4, so again the change here will be final velocity will be 20, initial 0, time 4, so average acceleration will be 5 meter per second square. Then from 4 to 5, so here we can see that delta v by delta t, final velocity 0, initial 20, change will be minus 20, time duration is 1, so that will be minus 20 meter per second square. Then from 0 to 5 second, we can say that change in velocity is 0, so average acceleration will also be 0. So we have seen that we have solved 27 questions in a time span of, let's say, 6 minutes. So this is the central concept behind optimal physics in the worksheet section especially, that we give you questions which are gradually increasing on the basis of complexity, so that you learn in a recursive based learning, and there is no much stress on you. See, the thing is that questions asked in GE NEET are often multi-conceptual, and they often require critical thinking, multi-step thinking. And normally, to develop that multi-step thinking, you first need to work on your fundamentals. Then you need to learn how to integrate the fundamental learnings to learn in a more complex way, so that your neural system, it becomes more complex and is able to process complex information in a faster way, you can say. But to do that, first of all, you need to work on the fundamentals, revise them again and again, do a lot of problems based on different permutations and combinations, so that you can develop an optimized mind brain system which is capable of optimal performance. So, this is all the concept behind optimal worksheets. So, if you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. Thank you and have a nice day.